you guys, and welcome to another video. Now, judging kind of from my own excitement and my own happiness, and of course from what you've seen, what you've heard, we have a Golf R back. I'm very happy, very happy. So I'm gonna make this video talking about kind of everything that was wrong with it. Gotta clear up some things. A lot of people were wondering what was kind of the big issue with it. Alright, to start us off, guys, kind of where the car stands right now, we're still dealing with a little bit of smoke, but nothing too crazy, nothing obviously detrimental to the car. I wouldn't be surprised if we still have a slight bit of knock, but now that we're running a 93 octane gas on a 91 tune, it should at least be getting enough of that octane to at least drive normally on a 91 tune. Gotta appreciate the nice weather we're having, guys. The East Coast, we've been very fortunate this whole summer with pretty dry, and you know, it's not too bad. Obviously, the big elephant in the room was the oil leak. Now, you guys are gonna be absolutely surprised when I have to share with you kind of the big reason behind the oil leak. So the oil leak, fortunately, was not engine related, or at least, you know, there was no hole in my engine block. I will say though, two problems, and I guess this is the first problem was, I guess both of them were shame on me, but I do my own oil changes, and you guys are probably gonna be like, oh man, I called it, but the oil cap was not completely tightened all the way, or the oil cap was tightened, but the little rubber gasket that goes around the plastic oil cap was a little busted, and it was creating a little vacuum leak. I don't think it was actually leaking oil. Now the real oil leak, the real problem that this car is having, and actually the true, you know, the cause of the vacuum leak and the misfire and everything, was actually from the dipstick housing tube. So when I went home, I did an oil change, and I always, you know, make sure I have the perfect amount of oil. My dipstick has always given me trouble in this car, so I kind of like, you almost have to yank it to get it out. And as I did, and I guess I yanked too hard and I didn't really notice it, because I never had an oil leak until I noticed the oil leak when I got back to like my house down here in the Dover area. So, you know, it wasn't a very bad oil leak. I think I lost like 2.5 quarts or 2 quarts. I don't even remember what it was, but it wasn't too much, but it was still a little concerning. I'm glad I obviously didn't drive it even once the oil leak was noticed. But aside from that, the car's doing great now. No check engine light. I'm gonna do a little more diagnostics with IE just to make sure everything is perfect as it should be, and we might start upgrading some hardware here and there, including fuel pump, and we might even dive into something like maybe injectors. I'm not too sure. But I just want to make sure my fueling is up to snuff, to make sure this car is getting the right fuel. And but aside from that, she's back, she's up and running. She definitely needs, like I said, a little more tender loving care. It needs a proper detail because the dealer detailed it, and I can't even complain to the dealer because this whole situation could have been way worse. I'm so happy that it's fine. So when I saw that they washed it, and of course, you know, plenty of swirls to follow, I really didn't care because I'm paint correcting this thing anyway. It has paint protection film for the bumper and the hood very soon, so we're gonna be throwing those on. I actually have that at home. I just gotta find the time to do it. And then aside from that, we're gonna do a full ceramic coating with a new ceramic coating product that I'm gonna try out. And then we're just gonna dial it in, guys. We're gonna make the car look super great and super pretty, and I'm super excited to have it back. I will say I was driving that van all week. I was super appreciative for my parents, you know, for allowing me to, of course, drive it. And if you guys want to see a video, I'd love to film it. We also have it out for rent, so if anyone's interested in taking it wherever, we charge pretty reasonable rates. It's like 180 bucks a day. And you get to drive it wherever. And this thing goes to Oregon, it's been to Washington State a bunch, it goes to Cali, it's from Cali. This thing moves. Stay tuned for more videos to come, guys. We're gonna have a lot of really cool stuff in the works. I actually have a couple cool things planned in the now time, so we're gonna start shooting some videos, and I'm actually right now gonna go look at another car because I'm interested in possibly pulling the trigger on a second car for the channel, because after this whole debacle and this ordeal, I realized how bad I would like another car, just in case something bad happens to this car again. but I do have you know, I do feel pretty good about this thing overall and long term. It's you know, it is obviously a very reliable car, and I was pretty surprised when I was having issues in general. And a lot of people thought I was overreacting, and realistically I think I was, but you know, again, as I say many times, this channel has a lot of my invested time and money, and I'm literally, the second car that I'm gonna buy is to keep the channel afloat and to have more, obviously, things for you guys to see. So stay tuned for that. Maybe you guys want to see a little shopping video. By the way, I'm not selling this car anytime soon. This car's staying. People hear second car, they think, you know, that's not so good. But no, even if I buy something else, I'm hanging on to this for a while. But anyway, I think it's time to wake up the nice residents of Dover, New Hampshire. Oh, see, look at that. You merge like that. Not so good. I'm so glad to have this thing back. All right, catch you guys in the next one. Peace and love.